Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Chloe and I am a creator, writer and a musician. As you can tell by the title, today I am starting my whole video series on my book series called Scarlet Blood Skies, and there are basically 4 books in which we see the Reed family fall apart and come back together again, and we get to see Emilee's story. We get to see 2 of Emilee's stories actually, and then Kyra's and Landon's as well, which is really exciting. And how much have I progressed on the actual series? You'll have to follow my writing vlogs and watch them to see how well I do during Camp NaNoWriMo. Today we are going to be meeting the characters from Scarlet Blood Skies book 1. We're not going to be meeting all of the characters. We're not, the only category of people we're not going to be meeting is the Words of Wisdom band, because I just thought that maybe that'll be better for a different video. There are a lot of characters, so I guess we're just gonna jump straight into it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the screen. We are just going to have to go with it. This is the only way I can really show the characters. And the first characters that we are going to meet are the actual Reed family. We are starting with Emilee Reed, spelled E-M-I-L-E-E. And I'm actually just going to click on her and change her outfit for the time being. There we go, that's much better. That is something that she would wear on a daily basis. And so this is what she looks like. She's got black hair, well, basically ebony hair, and she wears her outfits are pretty basic, so just whites and blacks, jeans and t-shirt. She doesn't really wear dresses a lot. So this is Emilee. And then we move on to her dad, Kane Reed. Oh, better change his outfit. Really? That's his outfit? Okay, yeah, he is a pretty smart dresser, a smart casual dresser. Kane is quite a subdued character. He's not very outgoing or confident. Actually, he is confident and he's just not very outgoing. Whereas with Emilee, she is she has the confidence when she needs it, so it's she's quite subdued as well. So I guess she kind of gets that from her dad, that inner insecurity. That is Emilee and Kane. And then we have her mum, Daria, spelled D-A-R-I-A. There we go, that looks so much better. She is also quite a subdued character as well. She does dress a bit like Emilee. She's just, I don't know what it is about Daria, but obviously Daria and Kane, pretty much the entirety of Emilee's family is sporty and athletic, and her parents used to be, but now they are sports lawyers, I guess, in a way. I haven't done the correct research into it, but they are sports lawyers, and so that's kind of why they are quite subdued, because they're quite busy people. They tend to keep themselves to themselves. Then we get into the more confident side of the family. So there's Kyra. Daria, Kyra kind of sound the same in a way, but they're not. So this is Kyra. She's I'm not very good with character descriptions, as you can tell. I'm not good with descriptions anyway, but Kyra is a lot more confident than Emilee. She's a bit like Emilee, but she just has a bit more inner confidence. And I forgot to mention that Emilee is 19, and then I think their parents are in their 40s, but I can't remember exactly how old they are. And then Kyra is 23, so she has not long finished uni, as like she did like applied science as a course because that's what she wanted to do, even though she's also very much into her fashion as well, because she actually works at Primark in, wow, this is gonna, I don't know if this is, actually I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's basically on a fictional island. Like they live on a fictional island called the Isle of Portugal, and so that's where she works. But she works like in a clothing store, and in the book she works at Primark. And that's Kyra. And then we move on to Landon. He's also like he's very athletic. He's very much into his rugby, running and all of that, so he is pretty much he's just a very athletic person, and he's actually 15, I forgot to mention that, and he's in secondary school, completing his last year and he wants to go on to like a sports college. That's Landon. Now we are going to move on to some of the characters. Then I guess another member of the family is Dylan Matthews, who is actually Kyra's boyfriend, and he's like 24. He's just a little bit older than her. This is Dylan Matthews. Not much to say about him. Honestly, Dylan is just a little bit like underdeveloped, so I can't really say much about him, but I would really like to develop him a lot more, because obviously he appears a lot more in the second book, because that is Kyra's point of view. You know, he's her boyfriend, and so he will need to be developed for the second book. And we are then, I guess, going to meet Patrick Birkenhead, who is Emilee's love interest, and he is quite, I don't really know how to describe him, but he's the love interest basically, and this is what he looks like. This is how like I envision him. Well, kind of, it's really hard to like get your visions out on Sims because of how like intricate it is, but this is what he looks like. And Patrick is just, well, he's the bassist, so what else can I say? He's a bassist in the band Words of Wisdom, and so I guess in a way we are going to meet most of the Words of Wisdom characters, but we're not going to meet all of them. So this is Patrick. He's a bassist. He's always been into his music, and Em and Patrick actually meet at college, and they have their own band in college together, but that you kind of see what happens from that in the first book, but that's not where the first book starts. The first book actually isn't really the start of Em and Patrick's relationship, because it's them just trying to fix things up and patch things up from the past, and Em is the kind of person that is just really scared of change, and Patrick, you know, he's quite stubborn, I guess. Like, he just wants to be with Emilee, and he just wants to have a happy life. So that's Patrick. And I guess we could then move on to like the Upfield Ridge Music Centre workers, and so I guess we'll start with the Farley family, because, well, basically Ronan Farley is like the store manager. He owns the store, and so let's have a look at him. So this is Ronan. This is what Ronan looks like. Probably not the best outfit choice, but I did try to go for like red and black, because that is what the URMC colours are, like for store workers. So Ronan is the owner. He's very business-like. He's very much into his business instead of like the music side of things. So he's very much into like the business side of music. He's like a talent scout as well, and he helps a lot of people like get into the world. He has his own like label, his own record label, and so he likes to help people, and he likes to help musicians specifically get out into the world. And then his son, Jude Fawley, is actually one of the band members of Scarlet Blood Skies. He is, I think he's the rhythm guitarist. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the rhythm guitarist, because Noah is the bassist, and then Aleister is lead. So Jude plays rhythm guitar for Scarlet Blood Skies. That's what Jude looks like. He does have like some tattoos and some like facial piercings, but like for some reason the Sims don't have options for face piercings. So that's Jude. But if like you could do facial piercings on here, he would definitely have like an eyebrow piercing and a lip piercing, I think it is. And so that's Jude. We're then gonna move on to I guess the Nash household, because okay, so we get to meet Aleister, and he's the one with the blue hair. I don't know like what you think of that. I don't know what many people think of that, but he just has like, he's got blue hair with like black roots, but like obviously you can't do that on The Sims, but that is what he would look like. He would have like black roots coming through because like he dyed his hair blue, obviously, and then he's just got like a cute, I would say a cute, but it's like a sexy man bun at the back because his hair is quite long. And he pretty much just wears all black. That's Aleister, and then there is Charlie, Nash, his brother that works. Oh, I've got to say, oh, I did say actually, but Aleister is the lead guitarist for Scarlet Blood Skies. Charlie works at the Upfield Ridge Music Centre, and so that's what he looks like. I believe Aleister is like 23 or 24. And I think he's actually 24, and then Charlie is 29, I believe. They are the Nashes. Then I guess we could maybe move on to the other URMC store workers. So let's have a look at these. So there is one character in this like household which isn't a store worker, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this is Stephen Wright, spelt Stephen, and this is what Stephen looks like. He's got like wavy curly blonde hair, quite short, and I don't know if you know, but he is actually like the technician, and he is I think he might be a bassist. I think he's a guitarist as well, but he's like the technician. He repairs a lot of equipment and replaces equipment as well, and he helps keep customers happy, as you would have guessed, because he is the technician. That's Stephen. And then we have Molly Knight. She's not actually in her work uniform. I think I forgot about that actually. I think I forgot about that red and black rule because she's wearing green. But this is Molly Knight, and I believe she's the pianist, and she's quite like an introverted character and person. But that's what Molly looks like. But we don't really get to see Molly in the book as much as, which is a smooth transition if I say so myself, but she doesn't appear as much in the book as Christine does, and this is Christine Davenport, which is important because there is also another character in the book with the surname Davenport, and yes, they are related. So Christine, I believe, is like 30, I think she's about 30, like, or actually I think she's 28, and I can't actually remember how old Stephen is, but he's in his like early 30s, and then Molly is like 26, I think. So Christine is one of the older figures, and she is like very like outgoing and confident and bubbly and fun, and yes, she's got red hair, and then she also just has green eyes. I don't know how well you can see that, but she does have green eyes. And then we are going to have a quick peek at Kyra Davenport, who is he's in the Words of Wisdom band, and he plays the drums, which is Emilee's role in Scarlet Blood Skies, actually. Have I mentioned that anywhere? I don't know, but this is Kyra. I believe all we have left is Noah and Tazio. This is what Noah looks like, and Noah is the bassist for Scarlet Blood Skies. Like I've said with a bunch of other characters, he is still pretty underdeveloped. I think that might be a problem because I don't know much about him. But Noah has he is a brunette, and he does have this like the same kind of hair as Aleister. It's just not blue, but he's just a brunette. I guess the only way I can really say is that the whole, like, band, Scarlet Blood Skies, they dress pretty emo, but it doesn't really come across on here because there aren't many emo options on The Sims, unfortunately. So this is Noah Ainsworth, and he is the bassist for Scarlet Blood Skies. And then we've got the very confident and outgoing Tazio Lombardi, who is the singer of Scarlet Blood Skies. She is like half Italian. Her name is actually short for Anastasia, but she doesn't really like being called that. She much prefers being called Tazio. She's very confident and outgoing, like I said. Because she's a singer, I feel like this is going to be very stereotypical, but because she's a singer, she's very confident and she's definitely like a great leader. And she's just got like curly hair. I love her hair so much. She's one of my favourite characters actually because of her appearance more than anything, but she's definitely got a lot of confidence that I feel like rubs off on Em throughout the whole books, or the first and third one anyway, where they both appear. That is Tazio. I believe that is all of the characters. I think that might be it. So they are all of the characters, or not all of them, but book 1 characters anyway. They are all of the characters from book 1. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know you liked it. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload. All of my social media links will be linked down in the description for you to check out. That's it for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.